What's going on, everybody? It's Yamamoto Boom coming at y'all with a brand new Supreme drop list video. We're about to go over this full Yohji Yamamoto collection. We got the retails. I don't know if I really wanted to see them, man, because god damn, Yohji, it must be hard times over there. We're getting hit by inflation too, man. $118 beanies. Are you mad? I'm fucking pissed, kid. What the fuck is that? Like, what world am I living in right now? This has to be capped. That shit better be sewn with the pubes of James Jebbia for that price. That's outrageous. But let's get into talking about this full release. Let me know what you guys plan on going for. I'm gonna try my best to build a cart with y'all, see what old Booney Boy wants to pick up. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, of course, to start it off, I do want to remind you guys, if you would like to join my private Discord group browser, you can head over to the comment section, get a free 7-day trial, see if the group's for you. There's also a link to join the free Discord group. Any of the two is a good place to join, talk to other Supreme heads, get a full write-up in the private Discord group of what I recommend going for. We crushed week 1. Week 2, ain't nobody touched those light blue dunks, I'm not gonna lie. Unless you were running a fucking bot, you can get bot assistance in there, and also just assistance with any other release going on in the resale space. So let's get into talking about this week. Let's start it off with this bracelet coming in at $848, bro. Like, we can't keep letting this slide, y'all. We gotta take a pact that we're not buying this shit. That is an outrageous price. They've made Tiffany & Co. bracelets half of this price. There's just no justifying this one in my head. That is a crazy price to pay, and it sucks because, like, there was a small world where maybe, just maybe, I was gonna go cop this one. Of course, my little boy wrist that we discussed yesterday was gonna look horrible on, but it is a really cool item. But at that price point, it's gonna be hard to justify it, and I certainly am not sure if it's gonna have much profit on top. That is like one of the most expensive bracelets I've seen from Supreme, and they've made multiples of them in the past. It's probably gonna be very limited. I'm sure it'll still sell out, but like, god damn, terrible start. Next up, wallet chain. Oh, you added on a couple more little bones links, and now we're talking $1,300, man. Supreme, like, we gotta bring this shit back to 2016 or something. Y'all are not a high-class designer brand. I don't know where in fucking God's green earth you think we're smoking enough crack to drop $1,300 for a wallet chain. Like, that's, god, dude, they're sick designs, but you always got to be cautious with collabs like these with big designer companies because they always fuck us on the retails. That's why I didn't get too excited about these accessory items. Moving it on, somehow this leather jacket with patches, hits all throughout it is the same price as that fucking wallet chain. That just doesn't even make sense to me. But yeah, this is a really cool one. Another item we'll probably see sell out because they're probably gonna be pretty limited, but we're not dropping 1,300, boys. We all just took L's last week. We made no money on the dunks. Week 1, we bought a bunch of bullshit that's not reselling, so like, there ain't no shot we're dropping 1,300 for this fucking jacket. It's sick as hell. Some rapper's gonna rock it and we'll all be like, damn, that's cool, but we're never touching this thing. I wish I could go in the store to actually get to see one because I'm sure they're really nice. Go get a fit pick in the Supreme store, act like you're trying it on, like, man, it's a little too small, like, I guess I'm not gonna cop this one, but you can still get the flick off for the gram. What are we even talking about? Let's keep it moving to an actual bearable retail. Thank God Supreme didn't fumble the bag on these sweatshirts because they're only $248, which is actually a very fair price. You got a lot of embroidery on all sides of this. 3 pretty solid colorways, but I think the black color is by far the best one here. I mean, the red's not too bad either. You actually do get black logo hits, which is a nice touch. The white color, I don't know, man. I was saying it yesterday. I don't like the little black ribbing. I don't even know what to call this shit they got going throughout it. It's not my favorite look. I think the black or the red are the two better options, and I could see this one going up in its price over time. We know zip-up hoodies from Supreme have become a staple item for resale. We had that leather applique one from last season that I was kind of hyping up. It did pretty well. I talked to you guys about this yesterday, and it's honestly a pretty similar theme to this one, so I think it will be a hold item for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting one myself. Like, it is gonna be a couple months hold. I gotta put that disclaimer out there, and I've already spent so much fucking money, man. I can't keep doing this shit, so I might have to sit this one out, which bums me out because it's a really cool design, but I do think there's potential there. I do think the later we get into winter, around like December, January, this could be going for around $350, $375, which is a pretty decent little profit margin, but I'm gonna be passing on it. Next up, the jokes just don't fucking stop. A $78 fan. Like, are you shitting me? And what, like, there's just no justifying some of these prices. It's a little flimsy fan. I already know this shit costs $2 over in China to make. Supreme's pockets must be really hurting because $78 for this. I thought it was gonna be like 40, 58 on like like a bad rainy day. Damn, 78. I'm out on this one. Unfortunately, the rave shotties are not gonna get fanned by this one. We can't afford it. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. That's a bummer. I know there's gonna be some dope little photos with it. I hope I don't see a guy hitting like the over the face fan. Like, come on y'all, we can do better than that. So that's gonna be a pass for me, although it is a cool accessory. Next up, T-shirts, $54. Thank you Supreme. At least something in this collection makes sense retail wise. Not a bad one. Pretty often we see these Supreme designer logo stack tees do pretty well over time. It is going to take some months like most items from this release, but I think this double logo stack t-shirt's probably the safest one to get of the group. 54 is not a bad price. Could easily multi-cart it with something else, and I'm sure it's going to get to the 80-90 price point. You're just going to have to be a little bit patient. Next up, let's talk about the other t-shirts as well. The long sleeve 68. Like, that one kind of hurts a little bit. I was really hoping to pick one of these up, but at that point I'm spending like $75 for this shirt. I don't know if I'm gonna get enough wear out of it to really justify that, but again, it could be an item that climbs up in its price. I know long sleeve tees from Supreme can be decently popular because they don't make a ton of them, so this is another sneaky hold item that actually is worth multi-carding. It'd probably be the black colorway, I would assume, but I could see this one even going up quicker than the other t-shirts just because it's such a unique design. There's so many logo hits all throughout it. Really cool shirt. And then finally, way down under, the Thinker tee. Maggie Lee, we're smoking your pack. Like, we're not bringing you to the big 2-6. I'm sorry, we're leaving you in this year because holy fuck have you gone 0 for 2. 3 strikes and you're out. Right now you're swinging that shit in the dirt because I realized she was the You're a Bitch shirt person, which genuinely pissed me off last season. That was a sorry ass design, and this is what you're coming back with. Nah, you're not winning me over, Maggie. You must have an uncle or something that works on the Supreme design team because that shit ain't it. Moving it on, let's go talk about these stupid ass hats, because what the fuck happened with the hats on this collection? $118 beanie? I don't believe it. I genuinely think this has to be an error or something. I'm not trying to blame the leak pages saying like, oh, you guys got it wrong. I'm sure they got fed this information, but somewhere along the line something has to have happened, because it makes no sense. The last Supreme Yohji beanies we got were like what, 48, 54, maybe even 44. I can't remember because I'm not that much of a Supreme nerd, although I'm close. But yeah, 118, that just doesn't make sense to me unless you're getting both. If the price ends up not being this ridiculous, I would say the black colorway is a decent investment. I always like getting the beanies from these designer collections because it's got logo hits and it's a cheaper item usually. You know, I don't know what's going on with these ones. We also got the grommet 6 panel. I mean, I kind of want to understand this one because you do have some crazy embroidery going on, but still, 88 bucks. How is this cheaper than the beanie? It doesn't make sense. If these prices end up being wrong on drop day, I think maybe like a black hat or the black beanie could be a worthwhile cop. They're not too expensive, but as of right now, I'm sitting them out, dude. That just makes no sense to me, those retails. They have to be wrong. I just don't believe it. Next up, the faux fur, $6.98. Faux furs are a risky one. I never really invest in them anymore. I bought like one back in the day, a bandana one. So I'm good off of these, but I wouldn't be stunned if this red one sells out. It is pretty sick. I'd be pretty shocked to never see Cardi rock one of these because it perfectly matches his look, but then again, that dude's wearing baby tees, sucking on lollipops, so who even fucking knows anymore. But the red one, I mean, maybe I could see it getting to like $800-900, but it's a really expensive price, especially after tax. Moving it on, thermal, skippable, cool design, but not gonna flip. We never see the thermals really resell from these collections. We also got the utility pants. Not a bad price, $228. If it's a style you're into, go for them, but not gonna be something that resells from this collection. We also got the denim work jacket, $348, man. Oh my god, it's a cool ass jacket, don't get me wrong, but it's not an everyday workwear item. I think if they went a little more low-key, maybe put like the dragon hit on the backside similar to the leather jacket, took that route with this zip up, then it'd have some more appeal to people. But as of now, it's a little too chaotic, even though I think it's a pretty cool design. We also got the matching pants, which you guys really don't seem to like. They're very downvoted. I do think the jacket's better. At least the jeans are like somewhat cheap, man. They're what, $288? I'm lying, that shit's still expensive as fuck. Short sleeve shirt, no, not really feeling this one. Just not really inspired by the design too much. $188, little tax. The 666 sweater is hearing it from y'all because holy shit, it's downvoted. $268. I mean, these used to be like $198. A lot of their knitwear is a lot cheaper than this, so Yohji's running up the prices. I don't know, like, if dude wants to get a third vacation home or something over in Bali, because these are some ridiculous retails we're seeing right now. So it's gonna make a lot of this collection end up being a skip, which is a bummer. But let's get into talking about the rest of the week. A lot of stuff I haven't seen yet, and some accessories I've not seen yet, which kind of is bumming me out, because yeah, I've still not recorded the accessory video. I've been lacking, I know, but I'm making all these videos this week. I'm probably gonna record it tomorrow, but the video I actually want to make for y'all tomorrow is my week 1 in store video, so that's gonna be the main focus. But we got an Open L little keychain knife, $20, not a bad price. Might need to go get one of these myself. I could see it actually being a pretty good resale item. 3 dope colorways. That green is calling my name, man. The green is just so fun. Red's obviously a classic. Black's not a bad one. I would even say maybe multi-cart these, honestly. Like 20 bucks is super cheap. People do like Supreme keychains. They also like Supreme knives. Put the two together, nice branding, clean design. I don't think you could go wrong with throwing 2 of these into your cart, or maybe even all 3 if they allow us to. You're probably going to see me picking some of these up, and I could finally use something to open my packages with. Camp Light next up, 68 bucks. Actually a pretty usable item for those that go outside. Imagine doing that, bro. Supreme customer touching grass. No, it's actually a pretty cool item. 68 bucks doesn't seem like the worst price either. Kind of opens up as well. Kind of a dope item, actually. I'm not gonna be getting one myself. Kind of sucks camping season's over now, but I could see it actually selling out. It seems like a decently usable item. You could even display inside your crib. Next up though, oh my god, Iron Ice hockey jersey, man. Oh, I was really hoping they saved this for a deader week. When I saw this in the drop list, I was just like, man, they're releasing every good jersey out the gate. It's kind of hurting me. It's definitely hurting the wallet, and this is a sick one. We got first off the camo colorway. A little crazy, but at the same time, it's been growing on me the more I look at it. Now, granted, we also got those NCAA camo jerseys, and they did fucking trash. They did doo-doo. I do think the back design on this one's way cooler than that. So I think there's potential on these. The black's probably going to be a classic. The light blue, I sort of like it, but none of these colorways are like my absolute favorites. I do want to get one of them though, just to show off on the channel. It's probably going to be the camo. I just think it's the most fun. Kind of has like that Wu-Tang colorway going for it as well. It's actually a decent shot. These end up aging pretty nicely. I just pretty much always get the hockey jerseys at this point because they're really cool. They sell out pretty fast. They usually go up in their price. They're super wearable. Like, it's just an all-around pretty dope item. Supreme's made a staple for themselves now, so I recommend getting at least one of these. Maybe even double cart them, get free shipping. If you want to invest in them, it should only take like 2 months or so to start getting some pretty nice prices, around 300, maybe even higher. The back side of these is fucking sick, man. Like, it's got an AOI vibe to it for sure. Oh my god, I fucking love this thing, man. Yeah, I gotta get one. I think I'm gonna get maybe two, but yeah, this is probably one of the best items from this release for actual reliable holding profit. Hooded utility jacket, get them every season, and this one is mid, so good job with that, Supreme. Distress script 6 panel, let me take a look at this. I mean, it's pretty basic. We see these all the time. That's gonna be a skip. Arabic jacquard beanie. Ooh, wow, okay. You know, the Arabic stuff's not been doing too hot recently. Maybe people just don't like the logo as much anymore. I will say they have been spamming it like nonstop, just like all their other classic designs recently, so maybe the charm has worn off, but still a pretty cool beanie. I like the green one the most. Maybe I'll pick up just one of these green ones just to like see it in hand, show it off to you guys. And also this style of beanie, we all know it ages pretty well on the market. I don't think this is gonna be like the hottest hitting beanie. There's not really Supreme branding. It's a little chaotic, all over print, so it's kind of skippable. It's not one you want to get every single colorway of, but I think maybe getting one of the green, not a bad choice if you can hold it. Moving on, Shirling line denim work shirt. Yawn got this exact same fucking shirt last season, and it was even better than this one, so yeah, great job, Supreme. It's ass. Crest applique half zip. This was an item in the lookbook I actually thought was pretty sick. I do sort of wish it didn't have this fat Supreme hit on it, because the crest itself is actually really dope. Just like a little Supreme logo somewhere would have been plenty. I do think they kind of blasted the Supreme a little too weird. It doesn't really feel like it blends in with the rest. It's like an Everlast logo almost. I don't know. I still think it's a pretty cool item. There's a lot of colorways of it, which does make me a little more worried for profit. The last time they did some half zip pullovers, they did nicely on the market, but I'm not gonna say this isn't a bad investment item. It's gonna be a low-key flip. 168, not the cheapest, of course. I guess it's a buy at your own risk. I like the red or the navy the most myself. Can't really see the other colorways too well though. That red's sort of sick. I feel like the colors of the lettering really blends nicely with it. There's potential on those, but it's definitely a riskier cop. It's gonna be a low-key flip item. Next up, Sharp Spell Out adjustable new era. eras. Let's take a, I feel like these are so ass. Like, holy fuck. Honest to God, Supreme could send me one of these and I would still not wear it. That shit is terrible. Next up, Lockerin cam cap. Supreme just comes up with these words that they know I'm gonna mispronounce. Thanks, guys. Honestly, some of these plaid cam caps can get to some outrageous prices. I don't know if I love this set of them. I would say like this darker plaid on the left's my favorite. The blue's not bad, but I'm gonna be skipping on them. 58 is just a little tax for a cam cap. Diamond beanie. We've sort of seen this beanie design in the past. Not my favorite. The pink's pretty cool. Oh, okay, you know what? It's kind of growing on me the more I look at it. Maybe I get one of the pink ones just because it has that chaotic look people have been liking with the beanies recently. 40 bucks, not a bad price either. I could also see the light blue just randomly popping off because people do like their light blue beanies as well. The fit of these, I don't know what's going to be like. It looks like it could be a little sus, but it's not going to fit my head well regardless. And then finally, just some really terrible piping zip up hoodie and sweatpants that never ever should have been designed. Holy fuck, do these look bad. Those are going on sale. So that's gonna do it for this week. We have a pretty big release ahead of us. Of course, Yohji is the headliner, but like the retails are fucking depressing, bro. They're sickening. I'm actually nauseous after recording this video looking at some of these prices. So I'm gonna be skipping, I think, on almost all the Yohji stuff. I maybe will pick up like one of the T-shirts or something, man. Like, I'm sort of bummed out. It's a lot more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. I was hoping to get a zip up hoodie, which honestly is looking like the best profit item out of this release, but with the hockey jersey also coming out, I just can't get both, man. So I sort of want to go for the hockey jersey. There's potential for sure on these Yohji zip-up hoodies. I feel like the hockey's a little more reliable. We also got these knives that I think are honestly one of the best items from the week just because they're fucking cheap. They're actually usable, pretty cool colorways, so you'll probably see me getting some of those. Getting one hockey jersey, maybe a beanie if Supreme comes down from their meth high from the fucking K-hole they're in right now. I do like the half-zip pullovers. Those are pretty clean. But aside from that, there's nothing I super badly need. Maybe a diamond beanie also. But yeah, unfortunately this week did get hampered by the retails, but you're still going to see me buy way too much bullshit on the website. Like I was saying, I'm going to be putting in work tomorrow for a video for you guys that I hopefully will have finished. At worst, it's going to be dropped on Friday because I do have to film a bunch of shit for it, but I cannot wait to start showing you guys some of this content that I filmed over in New York. So yeah, it's been your boy Blue. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Let me know what you guys are going for. I'm out. Peace.